Thinking Conroy's watching and should try and go get this guy? Is that the message you're sending?
I think that's the message Rhett's sending.
You, me?
You go ahead, Dean. You put that together. That's brilliant about your part.
This is my the C stands for Craig or Conroy or
Cool.
Calgary.
yeah. Cool. It's my GM hat.
Damn right it is, Dean.
It's Matthew Knies. He needs a contract this year. He's a restricted free agent.
RFA.
You know what happened in St. Louis when they went and offer sheeted a couple guys?
Oh.
Playoff bound. Probably should still be playing. Maybe.
Hockey gods. But
Hockey
anyway.
gods.
Craig, offer sheet, Matthew Knies.
What kind of
whatever it
number are
takes.
you going to offer him, Dean?
Whatever it takes.
So you're going to put your first rounder on the table
Yep.
then? Okay. And that would be the first rounder in the Gavin McKenna draft. Did you're comfy with that?
Sure. Because
That's where I
am.
sticky.
My guess is they are not going to be bad enough to get into a lottery, which
So you can,
gets them a win.
Here's the gamble. You can gamble to be the Islanders and have the odds of getting McKenna, or you can gamble that Knies is going to be a player.
Yeah, you could gamble that, okay, we're going to be San Jose and finish last and have the best odds and then not get the first overall pick even still. Or you can go with something that's a little bit more of a known commodity. This guy is, what, 6'2",
And a
220.
lefty, Dean. Hate lefties.
Yeah, throws left hands, scores goals.
He's 6'3", 230.
Is that what it is now? Yeah, he's a
he
beast.
is a load. He's from Phoenix, of all places.
Phoenix or Scottsdale.
Love
Big
Phoenix.
difference.
Sure, yeah. But yeah, I think the fly in the ointment is that the St. Louis ones made a lot of sense because they didn't give up a first. It was seconds and thirds. Again, you can offshoot this summer. The draft's already happened, so you're dealing in 2027 draft picks.
Really?
This player is a different level than
Holloway. Agreed.
Grover.
And I think it's the kind of level where the Leafs just match anyway.
Oh.
Cap's going up.
Good.
8-9 million.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting with the Leafs because they do have to pay Marner, but Tavares comes off the books, and I'm kind of expecting him to give them a hometown discount. Maybe he won't, but he's made $77 million. The two players
Is
between
this Tavares, you're saying?
Yeah. He and Marner are up this summer,
Yeah,
right?
it's $77 million in the last whatever
11 years, or 7 years, excuse me. So you have like 25 million coming off the books with those two guys alone. You probably just match and then try to sort stuff out later. But yeah, he's an intriguing guy. I don't know that he's a star on his own, but he's kind of like that Zach Hyman guy. Where if you put him next to an elite player, he's going to do a lot of things. He's a power forward that can score probably 35 goals.
He's absolutely called you an idiot, I think is what he's saying.
No.
It's
I understand the enthusiasm for Matthew Knies. I think you got a better chance of getting him a trade via offer sheet.
Listen, Ryan doesn't do the what if games. It's not his strength.
Literally just followed through on the what if game.
No, you just said these are all the reasons it won't work.
Those are the reasons it might not work. It definitely could work.
Were you on board with it or not?
I wouldn't put the McKenna lottery ticket in there. That's my only sticking point. But I understand you, like you say, only one team's going to get McKenna. Like, it's probably not you. It's just if that did happen, that would go down as maybe one of the worst things of all time.
No, you'd be
like a generational type
Conroy
guy.
would
for a
immediately
power
be
forward winger.
hired by the Leafs, and they would.
It would be interesting to see, it'd be interesting to see what Treliving and the Leafs, because if he signs an offer sheet, they're going to have to match it. And it's potentially a bigger number than they would be happy to pay. Is there a number that they wouldn't pay? I'm
sure there's a number somewhere, but is it a number you can live with? That's probably the other part of it. You could give him 10.
Also, I like to play that was great, Dean.
Yeah.
Listen up, Conroy.
Yeah.
Do what Dean says. But if we're talking sensibly.
Well, and I think it's important we understand what the thresholds are. Like, how many firsts do we have to give up? It's obviously more than just one.
Yeah, you get into
Did
big
you just
money.
watch the highlight package?
I did. He's going to
run it
again.
Should be 17.
He's a lefty.
And he's a lefty.
Yeah.
And we're going to sick him on you.
He's from Arizona.
Backhand.
Little backhand.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But does that mean he wants to come to Calgary then?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
That's right.
He might just sign it to stay in Toronto and make more money to stay in Toronto.
That's to get an offer sheet and sign it.
Yeah,
but he can't sign an offer sheet unless one gets slid across the table.
Really?
And it can't get slid across the table unless Conroy
was watching us.
Gets his GM hat on.
Gets off his arse and starts doing something.
That's right.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Anything over 4.58 million is a first and a third. That's not even close to what you'd offer him. Anything over 6.8, it's a first, a second, and a third. I think you have to go higher than that.
Mm-hmm.
The next threshold is 9.1 million. Now things get uncomfortable for the Leafs. It's 2 firsts, a second, and a third. So you'd be giving up your lottery ticket in the McKenna and the DuPont drafts for a guy that I think is a really good player, but I don't think is a superstar.
When's the last time the Flames picked first overall?
Never. So are they due, or are they never going to do it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, when was the last time the Islanders did it? It was ages ago. Now all of a sudden they're going to do it.
Tavares probably.
Tavares?
Probably John Tavares.
They've done it 4 times, but they've been around a while.
Yeah.
And I think I understand this notion that, like, hey, they're just not going to be able to bottom out because look at Wolf and look at the team. Nobody thought Boston was going to be a bottom 5 team.
That was the injuries. Maybe
was it, or was it, or did they just have
I'm saying
bad
the injuries could help us. Maybe that's a way.
Yeah, or it's just if Wolf has one off year in his career,
maybe he's injured.
Like? Maybe he's hurt.
Just a tweak, nothing major. Maybe Bennett.
Just a tweak.
Just Bennett, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, kind of being facetious. I don't know that you can give up 9-10 million a year times
not coming
7-8 and 2 firsts and thirds and all of that.
Yeah.
But he's an intriguing guy.
And I don't think it's about coming to Calgary. It's about getting close to market value. Your agent's saying, hey, they'll probably match anyway. You want to get out of Calgary, ask for a trade in 3 years. What are they going to not move you? Of course you're going to move.
I don't understand what you're telling me.
I'm saying you don't sign offer sheets to go where you're going. You sign offer sheets to get what you feel is closer to market value. Like, I don't think, Dylan Holloway
was terrible at the just play around game. You are. You're terrible at it. You got to work on this. When you're playing imaginary trucks with your boys, just go with it. This is not a real. This is not a real dump truck, son. You can't fit. We're not going to put crayons in a dump truck.
You're not going to be allowed to. You can't use the Jake brakes in town like that. There's noise violations. You can't just throw the brakes on like that.
Hey, that's fair. I'm not playing trucks. Like, I'm literally looking at the cash threshold.
We all realize Matthew Knies is not coming to Calgary for whatever effing reason you want to come up with it, but it's fun to think about.
He's a very good player. He's also every 5th puck's going in. That's going to settle down a bit. This was when when you shoot 20% for a year, you typically get overpaid. Someone's going to do that.
What is the regular? What's normal?
I would say like 11 to 13%. Even like the Ovechkins of the world are in there. He's not a better finisher than Ovechkin.
What are you comfortable characterizing him as then?
I'd say he's a really good
Hyman.
Yeah.
Number goals. What
I think he could score 30 to 35,
with.
But he has to be with a superstar. Like Zach Hyman without Draisaitl and McDavid is a very good player. He's not a star, but you put him next to him, he can flirt with 60. Because if he gets a year where the percentages are nice, he gets some bounces, and he's got someone that can make the plays.
Like Iginla without Conroy, what's he?
There you go.
20?
See?
Yeah.
The difference is like Iginla was the driver. This Knies is not a driver.
He's killing it again.
I know. He can't do it. He cannot do it.
Killed it again.
How dare I take this seriously?
Yeah. No, it's a serious thing. Hey, buddies. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.